Blues and Bullets is brought to us by Spanish developers A Crowd of Monsters, and has you take control of Elliot Ness, the former leader of the legendary Untouchables. With his past well and truly behind him, or so he thinks, he is looking forward to retiring. But when children suddenly start to vanish and the police just don't seem to care enough, he finds himself caught up in a dark mystery in a dirty, corrupt city. The game is definitely dark and haunting. That's the first thing that pops out. The opening scene is nothing short of terrifying, not because of the macabre setting and the demon-like man-beast that stalks the bloodied cells, but because it's children, traumatised, kidnapped children that are his prisoners. The game doesn't hold back in gripping you with some form of emotion from the get-go. The game is definitely dark and haunting. That's the first thing that pops out. The opening scene is nothing short of terrifying, not because of the macabre setting and the demon-like man-beast that stalks the bloodied cells, but because it's children, traumatised, kidnapped children that are his prisoners. The game doesn't hold back in gripping you with some form of emotion from the get-go. Gameplay consists of a variety of dialogue options, similar to games like Mass Effect and Dreamfall Chapters, and action-based shootouts with a cover system. When you've completely wiped out everybody within a certain vicinity, you automatically shift over to the next cover and then take on another wave. Movement is standard for a third-person game, though can feel slow at times. A run button would have been extremely useful, though when you're in combat, your character runs by default, so it's not too bad. Character animation is steady, though sometimes characters can be a bit too emotive with their arms, sometimes flailing them with excitement when the conversation they're having is simple and bland enough. But the cinematography within and around environments is executed impressively. The entire game is set in a world of black and white, where splotches of red stand out, and the entire palette is reminiscent of Sin City, meets a more realistic noir vibe. The attention to details, such as Elliot smirking at a customer, and the overall quality of the final game is a testament to what independent gaming studios can do, and A Crowd of Monsters should be commended on what they've created here. Gunfighting is actually quite fun, and you can make a very sort of strange comparison to Gears of War in terms of the cover shooting system, though the phrase gunfighting makes me now think of men in trench coats using guns as swords. Anyway, the targeting is easy, and there's environmental objects to take out a slew of foes quickly and at once. You'll occasionally encounter a quick time event, but they're never too taxing. It's clear there's an issue with the law enforcement in this city. You have a lazy and drunk cops everywhere, like one in the diner giving you grief over burgers and writing "you suck" or "suck it" on the receipts. It's a very interesting turn of events that Elliot's old enemy, Al Capone, ends up coming to him for help, as his granddaughter has been kidnapped as well as other children, and Elliot finds himself working alongside a mafia king to put a stop to sacrificial murders and brutal corruption. The music is beautifully crafted and very fitting to the dark noir theme that runs through. A Crowd of Monsters put care into a well-journeyed opening and followed that throughout the game. The voice acting is pretty good, and line dialogue is read with genuine flow. I played most of the first episode of Blues and Bullets during a wet and grey day with the curtains closed and a Pac-Man light on, which felt like the perfect setting to do so. The only thing missing was a nice glass of brandy. In short, Blues and Bullets is a game with purpose in its storytelling, and great effort has gone into letting the player have a chilling noir world to immerse themselves in. If mystery and storytelling with twists and turns and a nice cinematic graphic style is your cup of tea, I'd highly recommend picking up this game and taking your time to enjoy it on a wet Sunday evening when you have time to yourself. And I, for one, am looking forward to the next episode.